MCs take no bars off.
I still alive.
Hey,
AKA Sherrod Khalid.
Bulwark Brown. And we are.
I don't even know if we have to introduce ourselves. I don't know how that works. I don't even know if to say the name of the show, any of that. I don't know if it matters. Who cares? But
Why not?
thank you all for being here.
Whew.
Lovers of lyrics, fans of words, bearers of bars,
Yeah.
whatever. Barbarians, you know. It's a blessing to be here.
True, man. Rihanna got her Navy.
Word.
Who else? B got her Beehive.
True.
We got our barbarians, bro.
That's what it is.
Come through, pull up, son.
Pull up. Yo, it's been like a year since we sat outside on your old deck, because that was the old crib.
Yeah, that's the
You
old
have
house.
Another home.
Yeah, true. Moving on.
Where I brought my young, was he one? I brought my young
he's about
1 year old.
yeah. Running
Sat
around.
outside in March, by the way. Shout out to Atlanta, Georgia for the beautiful weather.
Hey, you gotta love it, man. We don't do winter cold. It's not Atlanta.
Yeah. We sat outside and played joints, and this was one of the first. You introduced me to this joint. I had heard it, but we were just talking about songs. We're gonna do, how we gonna do this show. We're gonna do. You played this joint, and I was like, it moved me. You know what I mean? And I was like, one day we're gonna get to it. I think we had both thought that there's a lot of artists, as you can see up here, that have passed on.
Unfortunately, man.
And you know, those are the tough ones, especially when we started doing the show. We lost X, we lost Rob, we lost Shock G, we lost a whole bunch of people.
We lost a lot.
So those are different shows, you know what I'm saying? Because we like people to see the flowers that we give them.
True.
But we knew we had to do this joint.
Yeah, this was mandatory.
Yeah, left a real impression on me. And, you know, a lot of times, dudes out here spitting, whether it's negative or ignorant or drill or whatever it is, you know, we salute the bars and the rhyme schemes, but sometimes dudes got that shit with them. Like we was doing Russ and he was talking that talk.
Like you can't quantify it. You can't touch it. You can't put a finger on it. Like it's just it's a it kind of factor.
Yeah, sometimes that mobile talk is just, it's different.
Uplifting.
Yeah.
Motivational.
Especially when it's not preachy, it's not making you feel like a piece of shit. It's like,
and it's not braggadocious either. It's more so directional or instructional, if you want to say. Yeah.
So I'm just let it rock, man, because I want to talk more about it as we hear it and go in. So
true.
Let us take you to where we were.
Loaded bases, that's my motivation. Feeling lucky, we should go to Vegas. 2018 motor transportation got me feeling over anxious like a home invasion. My dough inflated and I'm more creative. Signed a couple big deals, but it's no parading. See, it's a couple niggas every generation that wasn't supposed to make it out, but decode the matrix. And when they get to speak, it's like a coded language. Reminds us that they strengthen all the stolen greatness. We used to rat niggas at the mobile station. Full circle, mogul motivation. My self-educated, shrewd negotiations. Got these sharks that I'm sitting at this table with, afraid to bait me. No 10 on my Mercedes, that's for inspiration. 2 kilos on my neck like the 80s. Westside Sloss and Ave know my demonstration. Born and raised, y'all affiliated. It's really greatness. Riding around like I really made it. Loaded bases, I'm gon' Willie Mason. Yeah.
Listen to my ambition, cause I'm on one. Swinging for the fences for the home run. Even further beyond into the universe. But I've got to make it to first. It feels like every second's being stolen. I risk it for every ticket we sold them. You got the ball, I'ma take it home. Bottom line, I'm gonna make it home.
I was sitting on my link and I start thinking, I ain't gonna make 100 mil off in these streets. More than likely I'm gonna end up in somebody precinct. Even worse, a horse and carriage runs the church, laid off in the hearse, I dealt with it. I ain't just out here for my health with it. I weighed the risk and the reward and sink the scale tipping. Let's all get on one accord and take the world. Take the money, take the power and the girls with us. Can't buy that bull that they sell. They bring drug heads and jail. The Look, all these ways they derailed. That's why respect me to the utmost when you see me's how I feel. Cause I ain't failed. I seen it coming, then I tell. Different lanes, same passion for the mail. Switch lanes, all black, 2 glass ceilings. V12 too fast, gone.
Man.
I can't believe somebody took this dude away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that's just giving me chills.
Like how do you remove a person from Earth that has this type of
has this type of views, has this type of worldly perspective.
Shit's crazy, man.
Like beyond a rapper, like just this thought pattern of how life is supposed to go, or man,
nah, that shit's moving, bro. When you played it for me,
yeah.
I remember meeting son. I don't know, it was 09 or something. I did a show at SOBs and he was the headliner, and I had on the fucking I thought it was Best Buy, Circuit City. You know, I was wearing the employee shirts. And he asked me if I really worked there. I think it might be Circuit City. But he was genuine. He was like, "Oh, you really?" I'm saying, "That's P." I was like, "Nah." I was like, "I just be wearing the employee shirts, whatever." He was like, "Nah, that's dope, though. That's dope."
Wow.
But just his energy, you know, when you the headliner, you probably get like, I don't want to talk.
I don't want to talk to none of these people, man.
But he was just cool, man.
Man,
I'm just. Yeah, pardon us, y'all. Like that.
Yeah, it's wild because like even if you look at some of his interviews, like you hear him talk, you hear him like what he talks about.
Yeah.
Like, despite the fact that he was a known gangbanger, that wasn't what he talked about. That wasn't what he preached. That wasn't what his mindset was. That wasn't what his focus was. Like, yeah, he was a gangbanger, but he owned real estate. He was doing, STEM programs with students. He was, you know what I mean? Like, he was in the street, like he was of the streets, but he wasn't in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And his family being African, Eritrean, just those roots alone.
Yeah. Like, that's cradle of civilization type roots.
Yeah.
And to see that, like to grow up seeing that as like you see people that look like you in power. And that's what you want to bring. Like that's like you see it can be done.
Totally.
So yeah, this like and every time I listen to this song, I don't know if so much before he passed and after, but I always felt like this song felt like a eulogy. Like
it hits you like that.
It hits you like that. Like when he starts the second verse, like I was sitting on my link and I started thinking. You know what I mean? Like you almost see it. Like you see the end coming, so you trying to prepare for it and or divert away from it. But
even him saying got me feeling over anxious like a home invasion.
A home invasion.
Even though that's not how he passed. It's just the idea of a home invasion.
Like you just like your adrenaline is on. Like, okay, what do I do? Like, can I? It's crazy, but
just hearing those words.
Yeah.
And the way he started the joint, with rhyming, those bars, those like the 8 bars, but he spaced it out, just gave it time, loaded bass. That's my motivation. Feeling lucky, we should go to Vegas. 2018 motor train. Like everything was just kind of passionate. It was hitting you. It wasn't. It didn't even feel like a rhyme. It just felt like.
It was a feeling.
Yeah.
Like
I felt like he was in a room with his boys.
Like right. Like yo, I told y'all we was gonna do it. Like
pre-game speech or something.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? To say it's a couple every generation.
It's on that
wasn't supposed to make it out.
Man. Listen. This is where it diverts from just a rap to I'm telling you something that I like, whether I've seen it before or I'm telling you like this is just what happens.
Yeah.
Like regardless of our circumstances, regardless of where we come from, what it is that you had to deal with, every generation, it's a few niggas every generation that wasn't supposed to make it out, but decode the matrix. Like you get to that whole, being reborn again, and you made the whole, the way the whole matrix is set up, and you got to unplug and start over. But then to keep it going with not only did you decode the matrix, but when they get to speak, it's like a coded language. and remind niggas of their strength and all the stolen greatness. Like, if that's not being in tune with your roots and being in tune with who you are, like, listen, man, like, I grew up a rolling 60s crib in South Central LA. I wasn't supposed to make it this far.
Right.
But my African descent, I went home and I seen how things can work and how they're supposed to work. Like, I wasn't, like, whether I was supposed to see that or not, like, I decoded the matrix. Like, this, it can be done.
It can be done. Yeah.
So,
stolen greatness.
Stolen great, like that term.
Yeah.
Stolen great, because not only people were stolen, but to say it reminds niggas of their strength and all the stolen greatness, like so many things were taken from, like.
We still rhyming with loaded bases.
We're still rhyming with loaded bases. Very first verse.
We still rhyming
very
with
first
loaded
line.
bases. Like, and then the next line,
man,
to say we used to shoot at niggas at the mobile station.
Mobile station.
And full circle,
mogul motivation. Yo, man. And he's still going. My self-educated, shrewd negotiation. So nobody taught me this.
Which is so honest and so
self-educated, shrewd negotiator. I don't have no lawyer. I don't have none of that. I did all of this on my own. All of this research, all of this falling on my face and having to learn to, you know what I mean? Like, he said in several interviews, like, he's going through every emotion trying to come up in a rap game. So he took some losses. He won. But to say my self-educated, shrewd negotiations got these cats that got these sharks. Now these are people that do this.
Shark Tank.
Got these sharks that I'm sitting at this table with.
You almost envision the scene of Shark Tank, right?
Son. And like you up there almost like you trying to talk them into a deal.
So
you know what Shark Tank is like.
Yes. So self-educated, shrewd negotiation got the shark sitting at the table afraid to
bait you. Like, these are the people, you coming in there for money, but you so shrewd, like, you so clever in your negotiations, you so solid, and you so well-versed, and you know exactly what it is that you're talking about. You got your numbers, you got all of that. Like, they scared to bait you, like, they betting against themselves at this point. Son.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Listen, no, I'm trying to get through this.
Yeah.
No tint on my Mercedes, that's for motivation.
That's for inspiration.
Inspiration.
That's for inspiration.
That's for inspiration.
Like, I want you to see me in this. I'm not afraid. You know how most people, the first thing you do, you got to get smoke tint. You got to do that. Limo tint, you can't let nobody see who's in your whip.
How many, God.
Who do you, like, regular Joes don't even ride around in the fishbowl with no tint. You're going to ride around in a Mercedes-Benz with 2 kilos on your neck like the fucking 80s, but no tint on your Mercedes because that's for inspiration.
And this hits more because he passed.
Right. It feels different.
And the way he did it, the way he passed.
It feels different. Man, it's and again, it wasn't from like even living a lifestyle, like even like think about the juxtaposition of being a gangbanger but a celebrity.
Right.
Like, every moment of your life is documented as a celebrity, but there's certain shit that you want to keep quiet as a gangbanger. So imagine trying to balance that. You know what I mean? Like, going to events, people know you're going to be there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just trying to balance that.
Born and raised, y'all affiliated.
Y'all affiliated.
It's really great.
It's really greatness.
Riding around like I really made it.
Loaded bases, I'm going with it. And even a loaded bases reference, like I want my people on base so that way when I get up, I'm gonna make sure everybody eat. I'm gonna make sure everybody score. Everybody score when I get. You get your spot here. You get your spot there. You get third base. When I get up, I'm gonna make sure everybody good. Man. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. This whole thing is just.
Yeah. It's wild, man.
It's a lot to it, man. Like you said, that second verse, you know. Sitting on my Lincoln, I start thinking, which is a throwback line from the Goody Mob joint, and he talks about more than likely I'm going to end up in somebody's precinct because he can't make $100 million off the streets,
Or even worse.
or even worse. And then paints the picture. It doesn't just say even worse, pass away, but says
Horse and carriage.
horse and
Front of
carriage
the church.
in front of the church.
Leaving in a hearse.
I dealt with it.
I dealt with it. But I think in this second verse, it was like I almost felt like this second verse was a call to action.
Yeah.
Like this segment where he's like, I weighed the risk versus the reward and seen the scale tipping. Let's all get on one accord and take the world, nigga. Take the money, take the power, and the girls with us. Like if we were all and this is again him of African descent and like seeing that, like seeing it play out, seeing it in his basically his homeland, where the mayor, the president, the fire chief, everybody's black. They look like you. So let's all get on one accord and take the world, not the city, not the state. Let's take the world, but then take the money, take the power, and the girls with us.
Yo, this really feels like This really feels like they got him like earlier than they got Tupac. Like I feel like he was on that vein.
He was on that trajectory.
Because when you heard the twinge in his voice when he said, "I ain't just out here for my health with it."
I ain't just out here for my health with it.
It's a call to action for real.
Man,
I weighed the risk and the reward and synced the scales.
I seen the scale, like I seen where it was going.
And
so
you hear the pain.
Son.
Like, yo, stop playing, y'all. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then even laying out the traps for you. Like even when you go further, he's laying out the traps for you. Can't buy that bullshit that they sell niggas.
No.
That breed drug heads and jail niggas. Look at all these ways they derail niggas.
Look at all the ways.
Look at all the ways. Drugs, alcohol, prostitute, like whatever it is. That's why respect me to the utmost when you see me. That's how I feel, nigga. But why? Why respect me to the utmost? Because I ain't failed niggas. I seen it coming. Didn't I tell niggas? Man, listen, man. Son, this verse.
This is like a speech.
This is a sermon.
It's a sermon.
This verse is a sermon. Like, I'm like, you can't, all these ways that look great. Like selling drugs, whether it's like whatever it is, all these ways that look great, you can't buy that bullshit that they sell niggas. It breeds drug heads and jail niggas. Look at all these ways they derail niggas. Like, you see it right here in front of you. And I look, and with all of this at my fingertips, that's why respect me to the utmost when you see me is how I feel, niggas. Because I ain't fail niggas. Seen it coming. Didn't I tell niggas? Man. Yeah.
The marathon continues.
The marathon definitely continues, my guy.
But I'm gonna say, if I heard this,
yo,
and I wanted the killing and the imprisonment and the ignorance and the drug talk and the murder talk to continue,
yeah,
I'm concerned about this guy.
Son.
Because I don't know what he can change.
I don't know what he can change. I don't know who he can influence. I don't know who would listen to him. I don't know what he has the power to do. You know, he had all of these projects going on. You know, he owned the lot that his store was in. You know, he owned other properties. So he was on not just, oh, I got chains, I'm a crip, I'm killing people. Like, this is not the type of movement he had.
No, it was different, man.
Son.
It was different. I mean,
Man.
I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but
man,
we gotta take a look at this.
I'm telling you, man, because
y'all might have missed this verse. I'm telling y'all may not have peeped the things that was going on, things that
there's
this
a
man
lot
was
that's
saying,
going on in this verse, man.
and it's a lot on his album.
Yes,
but we plucked this out because it tugged at the heartstrings.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like a eulogy. It seemed like a sermon. It seemed like foreshadowing. It's a lot, man. It's a lot, and I feel for his fam. I just can't understand how another individual would think this person doesn't need to be on this earth.
Right. And I do want to say, like, I get that there are two sides. Like, I get that we see him as the artist, we see him as this, philanthropic individual, we see him as this, this conduit for what he wants to do for his neighborhood. We can't lose sight of the fact that he was a gang member. But I don't think he moved in a way that warranted something like that.
No.
Like, I don't think for the way he was taken out, I don't think it warranted whatever it was.
Yeah.
But again, may have been street shit, may not have been street shit, but that's the whole conspiracy theory and how it goes. But
yeah, of course we don't know enough about what happened, and that's not our place. But we can address what we got from this.
Yeah.
What we know these words meant.
These words are heavy, man. These words are seriously heavy.
And without him being here, it is our duty to push them forward and keep the marathon going, because somebody could be watching this, hear a line, dealing with their own risk and reward, and may go a different way.
Scales might tip.
Scales might tip.
Scales might tip.
So, salute to that fam.
Yeah, man.
Salute to Nip.
Jesus.
Much love. Also shout out to CeeLo on the hook. The hook is amazing.
Oh yeah, the hook is amazing.
The music is beautiful. The sample, it just gives you a really, really. It's a vibe,
man.
It's a vibe.
And the thing is, like, even, of course, it feels a little different with him being passed.
Yeah.
But even when I heard it prior to him passing, it just felt like, listen, man, we can do something. Yeah. Like, we can. It was a call. Like, we can do something. Like, if y'all listen, like if you just put in mind, like, let's all get
for my help with it,
son.
Yo.
Let's all get on one accord and take the world, nigga.
Yo.
Take the money, take the powers and the girls with us.
It's like I see him in the locker room.
Son, this shit is a pregame speech.
Like,
so this shit is a pregame speech.
Why y'all not hitting it?
Son, unbelievable, man. Shout out to Nip, though, for this, man. Shout out King Nip. The marathon definitely continues. This is...
We got victory lap over here, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Much love. I can't even... Listen, yeah. Whatever y'all doing out there, man, just go hard. Weigh the risk. Weigh the reward.
Yeah.
Stop playing around.
Yeah, man.
Stop killing. Like let's live. Get
right,
money.
Man. Right. Too much money out here, man.
Let's do
Can't
it.
get paid. The earth this big? Come on, man.
For real, man. Man, shit. Never seen nobody make $100 million in the streets, man. Get out.
Like you see it. Nigga ain't gonna make $100 million off in these streets.
Nah, bro.
More than likely, I'm gonna end up in somebody's precinct. Or even worse. Horse and carriage, front the church, laid off in the hearse.
And it's happening. It's happening every day. Yo, we've said enough, man. Yo,
man.
Take no balls off, y'all. Peace.
Nipsey Hussle.
Real spitters take no bars off. Huh. Yeah. MCs take no bars off.